There are some, both federal and specifically for nursing homes, there are both some state and federal requirements in terms of staff in nursing homes. For example, what we call certified nursing aides or CNAs are individuals who help residents with eating and bathing and dressing, a lot of those key daily activities. They're required under federal law to have at least 75 hours of training. Some states have required that these workers have additional training as well. And there are also some requirements in terms of the nursing coverage that needs to be had in a nursing home, etc. A lot of other providers are regulated at the state level, so things like assisted living, home care, board and care facilities or foster homes. Those are more often regulated at the state level, and the state would set whatever the requirements are in terms of staffing and things like that. Staffing varies among nursing homes in terms of the amount of staff, the number of staff that they may have in proportion to the residents, and depending on what the needs of the residents are. But we think there are some improvements that can be made in terms of giving consumers better information about the levels of staff that are in nursing homes, because there's been research that has shown that better staffing improves quality in nursing homes. So we've been supportive of some efforts to give consumers better information about staffing in nursing homes so that they can help make more informed decisions about what would be a good nursing home for their loved one.
Periodically we hear about elder abuse. Is that very prevalent? Do you see a change or a trend?
Elder abuse is definitely a hidden but a very real problem. The best estimates, and this is hard because it's often underreported because of the secrecy, people may be embarrassed to come forward and admit that they've been a victim of abuse. Also, they might worry if they come forward that the person who's abusing them, will continue or it'll get worse. So there's a lot of fear involved and sort of underreporting. There are estimates that for every case of abuse that is reported, that there are 5 cases that go unreported. And the best estimates in terms of the numbers of cases of abuse are that about 1 to 2 million older adults are abused. So it is definitely a significant problem. And we've seen some increases in reporting of cases of abuse, but again, there are a lot of cases that go unreported. So the problem is probably much more significant than the numbers that we actually do have.
When there are cases reported of elder abuse, do you look at the institution to see the frequency or how many complaints you're getting before you advocate for some type of changes?
Well, I think with elder abuse, it's important. Elder abuse, it can happen, for example, in nursing homes, but it can happen in any settings, and there are many different kinds of abuse. So an individual can be a victim of financial abuse, telemarketing fraud, through the mail, a family member who tries to take advantage of them, verbal abuse, psychological. So there are a lot of kinds of abuse. But if individuals are looking, for example, at a particular long-term care facility or their loved one needs nursing home care, one of the things that they would want to look at is sort of the record of quality in the facility. Have there been cases of abuse or other quality problems that have been reported, and how have those been handled? And what is the staffing and the quality like in that facility? So individuals definitely want to do their homework. Some states have report cards about nursing home quality and rate nursing homes. There's also a tool called Nursing Home Compare that is on the Medicare website. It's at www.medicare.gov. And this is one tool that consumers can use to get some information about the quality of a nursing home, but it certainly shouldn't be the only tool that people use. People should definitely visit a facility if they are looking to have someone receive care there, and visit it multiple times and talk to staff and talk to residents and really do their homework.
Thank you very much. We're out of time.
Okay.
But I really appreciate you coming. I think more and more care for the elderly will be on the front burner because we have so many people living longer than they lived in the past. See you next week.
Thank you.